I think everything going on with Mr. Beast is genuinely hilarious because it actually does rise to the level of Boogie 2988 and faking cancer at this point. Possibly even worse because of the whole unsafe working conditions thing. But the video manipulation thing, that makes sense because, like, I've never seen a video of Mr. Beast where I thought, wow, this looks genuine. It always looks like people are acting, which, okay, cool. But yeah, it just looks like people are acting and it's annoying with that. But yeah. Uh, yeah, so okay, that's fine. Um, the illegal lotteries one is interesting because, like, in the United States, if you want to run a giveaway, like let's say Coca-Cola wants to run a giveaway where you buy a Coca-Cola and then if you have a code on the soda cap, you can actually buy something. Be an illegal, you can win something. It would be an illegal lottery if they didn't offer a way for you to send in an entry. Um, and it feels like that Beast does that. The unethical, unethical business practices and unsafe working conditions is hilarious because, like, unsafe working conditions is an unethical business practice. And we all knew he was working with Amazon when he started that whole beef game thing, which is ridiculous to even be a thing because it's going against what's it called? It's going against not going against. It's based on Squid Games. It's based on Squid Games, which is a critique of capitalism. And if you decide that the best way to go ahead and deal with that is to just, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make a game based on this. That's not gonna work. And then he didn't use union workers, so he's not using IATSE or SAG-AFTRA for the people who are working on the show, which is a huge problem because the people who are going to be working on the show are going to not have union protections and potentially, if they already were a member of the union, not be allowed in the union again. Potential violations of FCC regulations on game shows. Eh, eh. Now, the one thing that's interesting is that he sent a couple of cease and desist letters to Dogpack 404, who was the first person to expose him for all of this stuff. And those cease and desist letters do not make him look good. They make him look like a vengeful employer that is very upset that one of his former employees decided to go and give out information that he thought was protected by the NDA he made his employee sign, even though his employee is protected by, in this case, being a whistleblower. And when you're a whistleblower, non-disclosure agreements don't actually protect the person you're blowing the whistle on. They actually could be used in court to prove that the person who's doing something you're blowing the whistle on actually did the thing you're blowing the whistle on because put it's non-disclosure agreement. You will not disclose that this company uses illegal lotteries and deceptive sales tactics. And then boom, it's right there. Um, and there's the whole Ava Tyson thing with the whole allegations in the Shodman thing, which that's a whole other thing. Because if Jimmy was aware of it, then he's got huge problems on his hand. Because, like, why did he do that? Why did he keep Ava around? Why did he choose not to actually do something about it? Why didn't he go to the police? Going to the police would be the most important thing to do in that situation, not firing the person. That comes after you call the police and have an investigation. I also don't like that he's doing an independent investigation on himself and the Mr. Beast company because that's not a police investigation. And in this case, the police are the right people to actually investigate this in terms of the actual Ava Tyson situation. Um, Because if you don't do that, if you don't have the police do that, you have a huge problem of what is my interest here? And if your conflict of interest is really high, you're like, oh no, I know I didn't do anything wrong, but now. But then the police say, oh, you actually did something wrong, but the independent investigator, yeah. Um, there's also the whole he used slurs in the past, but like it's a whole thing where a lot of people used to do that. So Mr. Beast engagement data. Survive 50. Okay, I'm looking at the Mr. Beast snark subreddit, and he has 571K uploads, or not upvotes on his survive 100 days in a nuclear bunker, win 500 grand, and 301,000 dislikes, which is hilarious. On 4 million views, he's got 800,000 engagements already, not including comments. There's also people who are banned from Mr. Beast's subreddit for actually sharing the New York Times article about this, and the New York Times article about this is wild. Uh, Alleging that the people who are signing up for Squid Games, or well, Beast Games, it's got a predetermined winner of the $5 million. People aren't being fed or given proper medical care. Now, like if you look on uh shows like Survivor and all of that, they don't show you this, but they do get proper medical care. They do get proper nutrition to make sure that they don't actually die, because somebody dying would be a problem. Which I feel like that Mr. Beast is going to end up having a huge problem on his hands. Um, from that, like, yes, one of your employees allegedly abusing minors is a huge problem, but a bigger problem would be killing one of your employees or someone who's in a game show that you created. Like murder is like, right up there with like the worst things you can do. Now, it wouldn't necessarily be murder, it'd probably be more like a negligent homicide or a manslaughter charge that would come if he ended up having someone die from inadequate medical care or from injuries on the Beast Game show. I'm going through this subreddit, Mr. Beast Snark, just to see some stuff, and it's wild to see some of the stuff that's going on. Uh, because, like, everybody loved Mr. Beast. Huh. Interestingly, Beast Games was $100 million, and it was $1 billion to acquire the Twitch streaming service. Um, r/Mr. Beast bots opening Reddit to remove any posts about Ava. But it's a picture of Boogie 2. Which is wild to me that this is happening because, like, what is going on with Mr. Beast? Um, uh, that he went from beloved internet creator to this. And it's like even one of those things where it's like, oh, he could have been better, he could have been worse. It's one of those things where it looks like the money either changed him, um, or he's always been like a psychopath, sociopath type person. I worked at Red Robin for a little while, and one of the things we did there was we were the ghost kitchen for Beast Burger, and the Beast Burger stuff was not good. You could not order Beast Burger off the regular menu You had to order it via DoorDash, Uber Eats, things like, and then they would come and deliver it, and it would end up at your house not great. Because if it did go not great, because like it would end up at your house, the fries weren't the same Red Robin fries, the seasoning wasn't the same. It was all Mr. Beast stuff, and it was cooked totally separately from the Red Robin stuff. And like if you sent a tip to the driver, that was great. The restaurant didn't receive any tips there, which fine. That's how it usually works with DoorDash. What I didn't like though was that people would come in and be like, "Wait, this is Red Robin. I'm looking for Beast Burger," and they didn't understand, even though it was literally the same address, Red Robin Beast Burger, and there were like two other ghost kitchens that we had. And the Mr. Beast stuff never looked good. I had considered ordering it once, like leaving, ordering it, getting it, and just eating it. And I was just like, no, it's too expensive, not worth it. But I was like, maybe I'll check out Mr. Beast after I worked there. And I ended up not, but now I actually want to check out some Mr. Beast stuff to see some more of this weird information and everything.